Hey guys, welcome to another session of Epic 7. This is going to be an account help, account review for one of my stream viewers, SupremeLz's. So hopefully this will be helpful, but he wants to push into World Arena this season a lot more, and he just wanted me to double check his gear and maybe point out like certain stat lines he needs to hit for certain heroes and which heroes to build. So if you're pushing World Arena this season, I wish you luck, and hopefully that this is helpful or at least entertaining. Coach you to push Legend? No, Cecily, you need to coach me. Can't complain? Wait. I think there might be a big stream delay for how you're responding to me. Is there a huge stream delay on your end? Maybe there is. So, World Arena, how are you doing there? Of course, I'm assuming you mean I can take a look, right? I think there's a delay to your response. I think there's a delay. Is low latency on? Yeah, it should be. Yeah, there's definitely a delay. Or he's typing with like maybe he's on a mobile and he's typing with one hand or something. No, Cecily hit Legend. He's sarcastic. He's Legend player. Oh, you mean you on your end? Oh, on his end? Oh, I don't know, actually. Is that a setting that individuals have to do? If that is, then I can't control that. Oh, this guy tried Kali. But he banned Huayang? What the frick? Oh, I see. Okay, let's take a look. I think you're doing okay. To be honest, I don't think you're doing bad. With the amount of matches you have, win rates, and you're already in Challenger, I think it's fine. Let's sort by CP. Oops, wrong way. Can you say on Wind Rider? Yeah, you're on your phone. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense because yeah, that's why. I have to keep that in mind. There's like a huge delay. There's about an average about a minute delay actually, based on how you're responding to my questions. There's about a minute behind, but it could be a delay, but it could be also you not being able to access it. That's actually a pretty good Milim, although it's on crit. So if those stats on pen, that's actually cracked. But whoa. Whoa. We got a speed demon here. Hold on. I already knew he got speed upgrades the last time I looked. Oh, mobile has a big delay? Is just that that's just normal? I see. Yeah, I know double pre-ban is important, yeah. But I just wanted to see, like, is he already struggling with the current heroes he has? I mean, the heroes don't look too bad, actually. 21 speed crit damage. Actually, you know what? You're a speed demon. You have decent speed pieces all throughout. And I know your high speed pieces are on these, but that's actually pretty good. SSB. I would build. Do you have 2 SSB? I would build SSB for World Arena. Like, and you build an SSB for World Arena. You only have 1. Build her. For RTA. You'll need her in champ. You want a match with your Wyvern SSB? I mean, I guess it could work, but yeah, I know it's for the one shot, I can tell, but I'm just telling him that he will need it. Like, I think he will need it. SSB is still really good. There's no imprints on this one. That's not terrible for. I would go faster though if you're gonna be like squishy. This Spectenny lacks damage. Well, it doesn't have pen. It doesn't have 4K attack, but no max imprints, which is pretty big deal on her. You use F10 in Wyvern? Okay, you go with the F10 comp? Yeah, you know what? That actually could work. It's just that you have the max Mola, don't you? The S2, S3? Hua Young not very optimized here. Attack is too low, but obviously I know you try to gear her as well as you can. And her gear is very special. In terms of not a lot of people would have had this kind. Whoa. That ring though. 248 flat attack. Nah, crit set Spectenny is fine. If you want more gear score. Pen set is nice for bursting down one hero. You're getting about like 15% more damage. Or 17%, somewhere like that. So it could make or break your one-shot kill, but it's not really necessary because you start losing the pen effect, right? Most people just go crit now. Crit set, pen set is just if you have the gear. Yeah, I'm personally using pen as well. I don't draft her a ton, but like the way I use her is like it's not a slow burn fight anyway, so I don't mind the pen set, especially that I have the crit rate and the damage. RB is huh? Wait, this is a strange RB. If you do draft him, which I think he is draftable versus Cleave, very late drafto. I mean this I guess it could work. It's a farm RB? Farm RB on this? Okay, I won't judge. Slow him down more damage. Just don't die to Eda S2 tag. Oh wait, really? Or is it farm and rando pig? Yeah, I don't know if Sicily is actually it's actually legit. I won a fight the other day with Eda because their thief, I think it was T Siren, was on Moonlight Dreamblade and I missed. I actually won because of that reason. It was actually amazing. No speed set top model. I don't think he's building her to use. It doesn't look like she's used, right? 233 speed. I don't know. It's low. She's low priority. You're not gonna really use her in World Arena right now. You use Milim over her anyway. Payra 302. So you do have some decent pieces, but yeah, this one is very high effect. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? So I'm on the fence of like, if this Payra is on this kind of stats, would it be better that he lowers his effectiveness and goes for bulk? Hey Tatsu, welcome. I don't know though. I don't know. I'm personally going with like a. Yeah, I think this would die to Violet, right? Oh, it is a crit chance neck, yeah. Oh, I didn't notice the crit rate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you have. I would say you need bulk. Yeah, SupremeLz's. So I would. Let's see here. Let's just go with the highest speed, and let's see what kind of. Got Angel of Light. So flat defense is pretty good on her. Okay, your Ran is not a DPS one. You wouldn't lower effect? I'm half on that one based on what I've seen. I just like unless you're going for the stun, you don't need the high effect to do a Soul Weaver, right? And a Soul Weaver can just cleanse. So looks like yours, but you hate picking yours because it dies too easy. I agree. Okay, so next. Okay, we start dipping in speed around here, so we don't want to go that way. So you don't have that many options. So what about the ring though? Maybe if we go like high effectiveness, and then there's like a main stat 19. Oh, that breaks the speed set. Yeah, it breaks the speed set. Although, you could just change the boot. Oh, that's, wait, that's 8 effect. Wait, that's too low. So, like, I don't know, what does it need now? Maybe defense? Flat defense? Flat defense and effect? Oh, no, that's too low. Yeah, maybe that's too low in terms of the effect. Give me that revenge ring. So, of course, snitch you. And this is faster too. I don't know. I personally haven't lost because my Payra is in 150 effect. So, but that's just me. But you do have some speed stuff that's not used, and I think that could have been used there. Okay, at least it didn't crash my stream. Building random ER on their units. But if you have 100 effect and they have 100 ER, you still have the exact same chance to land it, right? So I don't see how it's bad. If you can hit the 100 effect, I think that's pretty good, no? Why so many crashes? This is a blue stacks, man. Blue stacks scuff. Now they throw imprints as well? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'll remain impartial to that. Like, it's not like Solidus doesn't know what he's talking about, but I'll remain impartial to that. Oh yeah, sort by CP, thank you. Yeah, whatever. I think just mainly I like bulk on Payra, that's for sure. It makes me more confident drafting here. Okay, you went with immunity. I mean, it's not like a really focused hero. Like maybe off pick, but probably not picked a lot. ML Celine. You want more bulk but no speed? Wait, you're talking about Payra now? Did I say ML Celine? Sorry. So if you're talking about Payra, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Experiment, I guess. I guess if you start dying, you find yourself too squishy, then maybe change it. But outside of that, it's fine. No imprint, and this doesn't proc 100%. Oh, you have a ER last word crow. Interesting. That's actually not too bad, especially you don't have imprints. That's not too bad, the gear score. Is yours barely survive most Violet S1, so I think you should have at least increase a bit. Let's take a look. So yours is 305, 160 effect. Oh wow, you barely survive S1? Yeah, I think this would die to S1. Conqueror Lilius is on immunity. I think that's fine. Immunity on her is okay, especially at that speed. Won't survive yours. It's lacking a bit of bulk, but again, I'm not. I get it. Everybody's a bit spread out, spread thin in terms of gear. So 23 speed effect ring. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think everybody wants this ring. I mean, even those who have faster rings than this would want this ring. You tried coin you didn't like? Oh yeah, I've actually never liked coin. Like when she first came out, it was all coin, right? I definitely like the music box. Okay, CC Lee, your standards are too high now. Your standards are too high. I remember when you were just a little baby. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, never mind, never mind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought you meant like, look at this ring. It's not that good. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, yeah, you're right. He doesn't need our help. He doesn't need our help. 23 speed effect ring. That's the dream, man. That's the dream. Throw that away. Yeah, just like unlock it. Unlock. Hey, Ravi. Speed set is not optimal for her. And your speed, actually. Your speed with speed set is actually relatively low. Wait. Yeah, I would try to get a counter set on her. Like, counter set ones are getting this type of stats. So this one, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit non-optimal, I think. You got some ER there. And you're on immunity, which could be good too, I guess. I don't care if it's immunity or not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Music box is like one of her best, yeah. Because she can cycle 2 turns. I mean, some people do music box Payra too. Oh, just one warning for you, Supreme Legacy. I'm actually gonna make a video that will talk about this, but RNL on her, careful if you bring her into Rimuru. I've actually removed her off RNL. The RNG is just not good. Either Goblet of Oath or I'm using Oath Key on mine actually. Yeah, RNL good for defense. You're right. You're right. Yeah, bad for RTA. Yeah. I'm switch gears to Pro Validation 5 Huayang S3 won you a lot of games. Is your okay? Wait, Cecily, is your ML Lilius 20,000 HP? Is it 20,000 HP? Then we'll talk. You pre-ban Rimuru? Oh, okay. All right, I guess it's fine. And the other thing is that yeah, you don't want to cycle out of the what do you call it? The buffs needlessly. Oh, we're talking about APOC. Got it. Yeah, APOC on proof. Yeah, APOC needs like all those artifacts. It's really a matter of like, yeah, how you control it, I guess. If you know you don't have proof, then maybe opt to ban Huayang or something. Yeah, I was on proof before. I'm now on seed as well. Rimuru 230. Okay, you're missing some. Oh wait, you got this. So you got 15. So you're missing 5 crit rate. Oh yeah, you pre-ban, right? So you don't even use them. Never mind. Don't need to talk about that. Let's see here. Vildred. Counter FCC. Interesting. That's a very rare spectacle these days. But I think for what you need, maybe it works. Oh, you see, this is 14k with double defense right side. That's actually, it's fine. That's fine. I mean, this has got decent speed actually. Yeah, you actually roll a lot of pretty decent speed gear actually. Every time I look at your account, I think you improve on speed pieces. I think as quick as me, or maybe even faster, to be honest. ML Sermia, I think overall solid. I definitely. Yeah, you can't really. This is actually pretty decent. She's really hard to get those high stats. When will I get speed gear? Yeah, it's really RNG. This is 23 speed? Wait, so You have another 23 speed. Man, holy crap. I'd like that. I like that. Your rolling speed, you're like crazy. And you almost triple S actually. I just realized. Wow. No wonder I was like, hey, this is actually pretty good. Like, the stat line is actually pretty decent. The HP on her is actually very hard to get up, so that's actually pretty good. 23 speed ring, man. Didn't you just summon Surmia? Oh, speed, let me think. Surmia was, I think it was on this account. You're right, I think it was. So he could get triple S Lionheart. So he could lower the crit criteria by what, 5? 2.8? That's actually very, oh, it was you? Okay, sorry, Sean. You see how easily I forget about you? I'm just kidding. ER Lilius, you probably don't use her. Although it was pretty popular. Yeah, we're still on CP, so we're getting to a place where the heroes you don't use in World Arena anymore. Violet, is he built? I guess to fight ice, it's fine. So I would say this. So for Violet, I think you would only draft Violet now into ice. Like if they double triple up on ice. And in that case, you probably want more damage, maybe speed boot. You probably don't need that much bulk. So that's how I see Violet drafted better. He can no longer really be like, you know, drafted too early anymore, whether you're bulk or speed. So Guild War defense Violet? Guild War defense Violet? Okay, this will still melt to Zahhak, right? I think that's the issue. Immunity is definitely good to prevent summertime, or at least. Who builds a hawk? Who doesn't build Zahhak, man? All he takes is trash and he actually becomes really good. He just takes your trash gear and he actually becomes pretty good. My Zahhak's on a flat attack neck and he rips. Back internet died? Probably best go pen. Wait, are you talking about Violet? No. Okay, so right now you could stay on immunity because it prevents Cecilia's passive bomb. But if she hits you and dispels it, then yeah, you're still gonna get bombed. But you can keep the immunity. But don't but I would probably go speed boot and more damage. He could slap me sideways any day of the week. What are you on about, DGen? What are you on about? This is fine. This is pretty decent for what you need. Would you guys go higher ER? I would probably go higher ER if possible. If you use her, I'm assuming yes-ish? Not like she doesn't have gear on. You went more bulk less ER? 250 ER? Okay. You tried? Okay, no worries. Just LQC. I'd say your LQC, although it's on the right set, you just need better gear now. Like you need to get rid of the arena 88. You need a 90. You need to get rid of the 75, and it should be good. How much CR does you gain? I don't remember. It's like 30 plus 20. 20 plus Megara's tome would be, or is it 40% push or 50% push? Yeah, so Megara's tome is 30, right? So 50 total. So this would be only 20, yeah. She has an EE too, but the EE doesn't give her boost. Sean, what are you on about, bro? What are you on about? If only 20 needs more speed, right? Or on Megara's Tome, right? Actually, what doesn't matter, because if he's countering Payra, he needs Doctor's Bag. If it's trying to counter Payra, he needs Doctor's Bag. Because it gets rid of the restrict, but it doesn't get rid of the unbuffable. Oh, there's one that boosts it? Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know. I don't use Alina. Whose account? This is Supreme Legacy's Deek Boy. Yeah, Alina to counter Payra is a bit iffy, yeah. Yeah, so LQC could use upgrades. I think she's usable. Now with Amelia pretty toxic. In terms of like the hero is usable, and I would just increase her damage. Or bulk. One or the other. So you're roughly trying to get to about 300 crit damage. The attack could be there if you have an attack buff. I think that's okay. I'm not gonna give you like crazy. Alina's for D-Gem players? Yeah, I've actually ran into Alina ones. Alina's. 180 ER, pretty good. Speed is a bit slow on this Amelia. The ER is good. The bulk I guess is okay. I would want more bulk out of that too. But the ER is nice. I'm not 100% sure. I think for me, I would probably go for like 150 ER. That would be like where I would put her. 180 is neither here nor there, I think. And I would go for higher speed if possible. I know you're already using a lot of speed gear everywhere. It's very impressive. So I'm not gonna ask too much of that. Ran is 304 with 118 effect, but no damage. And no crit, so can't be a C-Dom pusher. Yeah, let's see our more bulk, yeah. Like, Amelia's use is like, it's aggro, but it's usually not bursting down. You're still trying to survive 1-2 turns. Or 2-3 turns maybe. So like you'll definitely need more bulk on her and more speed to contest. So those two things pretty important on her. Ren. I mean, I can't complain, man. I mean, I'm still jealous. I would take these speed gears any day of the freaking week. 20 effect, 20 speed effect ring on speed set. I would take them. May not be for Ran, but I would just take them. Yeah. Solidus loves his Alina. Yeah, actually, yeah. This is the thing about Supreme Legacy's account. It's like it got really cracked. In terms of speed, like he just went with my like speed roll mentality, and it just clicked for him. And his account also listened to that click, which is pretty crazy. Counter Spez. Hey Snitchu, you're Spez expert, right? In terms of bulk Spez, is that enough damage to kill? It is, right? My account isn't listening. It is. Okay. Jeez. You guys and your do you guys actually use Alina, man? Needs more defense? Like 500? Okay. Okay, he's got Moonlight Dreamblade, which is only a 20% proc. It's not that high. But I don't think he uses him. I'm just curious. Curious, like, is this stat line decent? It actually has 90 gear on, though. 500 flat health. Although on Scorpio's 500 flat health is actually very bad. Oh, it's a health ring. Never mind. Politis will definitely be you. Wait, do you not use Politis, or did you take off her Artie? You use him randomly for fun? Amazing. Did you take off her artifact? Well, assuming everybody has to have Politis in their roster. It's built. It should be usable. You do? Okay, it's probably like Abyssal Crown or maybe a book. I think that's fine. This sets it to the really weird area where like you might beat ML Cowrick, so you might have to hold the S3. You personally don't like using politics. You feel like at times when you pick her, they pick her for cleave. Yeah, I agree. Actually, there's all of this. That's my I've been cleaving a lot, and everybody's been picking politics as a reaction. I'm just like, just cleave through it, baby. You know? Wait, this is snitch use? Wait. Okay, wait, that's a lot of bulk. But where's the ER? I agree with that, Solidus. I don't actually pick her too much unless it's like, unless they're picking something squishy along with like an Amelia or something, and it forces them to hold it. But yeah, you're right. I don't immediately choose her. Anti-arena defense tech? Interesting. Oh, this is arena tech? Oh. Okay, so this rem, okay, this rem hits hard, but it's pretty squishy. It's pretty squishy. I think if someone ran cleaves you with an Edda and an Edda's attack buff, I think you're dead. Like if he lands the defense break, I think you're dead. I would say for your rem, I would try to go more bulk. The damage is crazy, but you'll have to lower the damage for the bulk though. Do you have imprints? You have B. Okay, that does make it harder. But yeah, the only, if you're using Rem and RTA Supreme Legacy, the real reason for using her is to be bulky. Edda doesn't even need attack buff. Yeah, I think with a death break, I think you're dead. Yeah, I've done that without attack buff, but that was really squishy. I don't know what the numbers were though, so I just think, how is this all regular? No flame. Okay, he just okay. I mean, he doesn't have max imprint. That's a huge one for me when I was building my rem. Oh, oh, I see. So he's got 29 speed, right? Like on a rem build, that's very big, and the fact that he doesn't have imprints. So, and too much damage, yeah. Yeah, the speed is a lot of rolls, right? That could have been, that could skyrocket his defense to 1600 based on the speed rolls. Yeah. 4 rolls of speed. So 1600 defense, and that would be roughly better. And then if you lower the crit damage to maybe 270 or something, your bulk is gonna be crazy. Oh, you have another 4 speed here. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, 40 crit damage for bulk, exactly. Yeah, so see if you have the gear for that. I would do that. And then you're not dropping rem into everything, but that bulk is gonna help you survive cleave. Ring pretty nutty. Yeah, 23 crit rate, you're right, and really high roll defense and decent crit damage. Two off defense, crit damage is missing 2 as well. It's pretty good. ERK. Wait, okay. I thought this was like. Okay, never mind. I won't talk about that. ERK but I mean, it doesn't have the damage, but I thought it was onto something. It doesn't have the damage though. No, I know it's not a meme. I know it's a potential. Like everything has to have like some ER now. But I think the damage is low for ER. Is that it? I think that's pretty much it. Any other PvP? Bulk on MLK is too low as well, but if you probably won't use them though. Zizun sent his Destina in Gyo chat. Uh-oh. I wouldn't I hate him too. I hate him too. I think that's pretty much it. Ah man, the DN buff. I forgot DN got buffed. I don't think DN is. Ooh, going for a revenge set ML haste. Interesting. What? No. He still benefits much from the percent HP. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. You got Ruel. Oh, Ruel not used. Interesting. Ruel, I would gear her. She might not have to be really cracked gear. If you pick her in the right situation, she doesn't have to be really cracked gear. Destina S2 so Garbo now? So what does it do now? Because the CR pushes, right? People are saying that, oh, her and Amelia would be infinite push or whatever. I don't know. Let's see what's this. Okay, that's a very bulky Destina. And then her buff is 60% ER, right? So you have over 200 ER there. Wait. You have triple resist. Oh, with counter. Oh, I see. No. I think he's just playing it with a template. That's not a finished build. Because I just noticed that too. The 3 ER. I don't know what it does, but they reduce the healing. Oh. Let's take a look. Oh, look. Okay, this is Izune's? Cecily? What? Her base speed is what, like 89? How did he get 240 speed? What the frick? Oh my goodness. I've tried and mine was squishy and I didn't have ER. Show the rolls? No, I don't think CC Lee would show the rolls because that's Zizune's build, right? Unless Zizune showed every single piece. You don't need to really, at the end of the day, you don't need to see the rolls. If you see the total stats, you can kind of guess what the rolls are. Watcher Shuri. I don't know if you cleave or want to cleave at all, but Watcher Shuri pretty good. I would build them, Eda as well, if you cleave, or if you want to cleave. But once you get the champ, maybe it's gonna be harder. So maybe you don't want to build them. But it's fun. It's really fun to cleave. You're working on speed imprints? Yeah, I think I want to work on a fast watcher, like a 240, 250 speed one. You have a MRSA build? I need to build them too. I don't have enough gear, man. Every single season, I'm just like, oh man, where's my gear? Yeah, F10 is out. F10 is fully out. Good job, Supreme Legacy. Good, you don't have her built. She's like not usable anymore. Sad. Getting DPS speed gear is hard. I agree. I do agree. Eda doesn't need to be really fast. She could be 240 speed and still cut 300, I believe. But 250 speed if you're gonna contest with the Politis. Cause I think, like, if you can get Ciceria with Eda, and of course the usual opener, I think she can still cut the Politis, even though Politis cuts her CR in half. I would go 250 possible. Mine's at 240 at the moment. Okay, yeah, 240, one push, she can beat 300 openers, yes. Assuming that your opener beat their opener, you will beat them, yes. Mine's 244 to be exact, actually. So there's some real math involved, but, you know, calculating the 5% fluctuation, I would go for 250 to be safe, but really, she wants damage. What happened to Fairy Tail to take her out of the meta? That's a good question. I never really thought about it, but I just know she doesn't work anymore. Like, I've seen people draft her into me who are like master, it doesn't work. If you're 237, you can get RNG cut by about 300. Okay, so just be more than 237 then? Ah, there you go. There's all the answers. Hey, Fate Plays, welcome to stream. Senya, yeah, Senya is not so hot anymore. But I don't know, I haven't gone to champ yet. So with the double ban, I might be bringing out these bruisers again. Like I think champ up, bruiser play is legit. So have that SSB built. Who are you pre-banning for cleave? I'm banning Angel of Light because that's the only one I'm missing. Everyone else I don't know. I don't know who I'll ban as the second when I hit champ. Wait, she's hot? We're talking about F10E? Well, if you're talking about F10E compared to regular 10E, F10E got bigger boobs. She does have, scientifically speaking, bigger actual boobs. I don't know how, like, there was no lore explaining that. I guess maybe she made it up. Oh! Oh, Senya? Oh, I see. No. Yeah. Okay, Senya's hot physically, but you know what I mean! You know what I mean. Okay. Alright, SupremeLz's, hopefully that helped. I think you're on the right track. Obviously, we all need more gear. Build... Oh, T-Crozet. T-Crozet OP. Oh yeah, CC Lee. Give me the T-Crozet tech. So what's the build now? What's the build now? He has a 5-star one. What's the stat line? Cause I need it too. Cause I have mine built. I don't know yet though. Alright, 30k HP on sack. Okay. I don't know about DJ tank picker. Okay, and then listening to Snitchu doesn't help either because Snitchu's stat lines are way beyond DGen. It's like you would say DGen and then there's Snitchu. If you want to see more content from me, I've started a new YouTube channel dedicated to uploading my stream VODs called Casual Face Roll. I'm currently doing an in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring and we are nearing the end of the game. With over 60 hours of content uploaded already, there's a lot of stuff to watch. Oh, jizz! Ah! What? What? Ah! Wait, what the? I was still tabbed out. This is gonna be good. No! I hit the wall! Okay, this is gonna be longer than the boss fight. So if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks.